ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೇನಾದ್ರು ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಮೀ ಟು ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್?
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಾಪೀಸ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ. ಇದು ಬೇಕಾ ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು?
ಹಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್
ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಅದು ಕಾಪಿ. ಐ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಔಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶಾಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಮ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್, ಇನ್ನು ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. Okay, so okay, now let us move on to the next chapter. Okay, so now you have heard about you have seen how to measure resistors, inductor, capacitor value in the multimeter. Now initially, in the initial days and all, we were using bridges to measure the unknown resistance value. Okay, so how the resistance, so now let us see first how to measure the value of the resistance using different bridges. So before that, this resistance values is classified into different ranges. That is, this resistance are classified as low resistance, medium resistance, and high resistance. So you can see here, low resistance means the resistance which comes, that is, which is of the order 1 ohm, which lies only within this range, that is 0 to 1 ohm. That resistance is classified as low resistance. Okay, the value of the resistance whose value lies between 0 to 1 ohm, which is within 1 ohm, that is classified as low resistance. Okay, medium resistance at the yav range heltivi andre we classify the resistances which will lie from the range, that is 1 ohm in the 100 kilo ohm, 100 kilo ohm or 0.1 mega ohm, adana we classify as medium resistance. You should know ಯಾವುದು ಲೋ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್, ಯಾವುದು ಹೈ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್, ಯಾವುದು ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. Okay, so based on the ranges of these resistance, we classify them as low, high, and medium. So low resistance is from 0 to 1 ohm. We consider that as low resistance. Medium resistance, it is classified from 1 ohm to 0.1 mega, or we can say it as 100 kilo ohm. High resistance and which is above 100 kilo ohm. All the resistance which is above 100 kilo ohm or 0.1 mega, we classify that as high resistance. Okay, so now to measure these resistance values, okay, we are going to use different bridges. Now in this chapter, you are going to study about the bridges. Wheatstone bridge, I think you have studied in you. Yes, do you remember something? Wheatstone bridge,
Yes,
Kelvin's bridge. Okay, the same thing you are going to study here. Have you studied about Megger?
No ma'am.
No, only you have studied about Wheatstone and Kelvin's bridge. Do you remember?
Ma'am, only Wheatstone.
Only Wheatstone. Kelvin's odilva?
No ma'am.
Okay, fine. No issue. Okay, so now to measure these resistance, we can't use the same bridge to measure all the ranges of the resistance. Based on these ranges, we are going to use the different bridges to measure. So ಯಾವ bridge, Wheatstone bridge, ಯಾವ resistance na measure ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಲೋ ನಾ, ಹೈ ನಾ, ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ನಾ? ಯಾವ ರೇಂಜ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು Wheatstone bridge ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು? You have any idea? Wheatstone bridges are used to measure medium range resistances. Okay, Kelvin's bridge is used to measure very low resistance. Okay, Wheatstone is for medium range resistance and Kelvin's is for low resistances. Okay, for higher resistance, we are not going to use bridges. We are going to use a device called Megger. Okay, for higher range, we are going to use like higher range resistance which will lie above 100 kilo ohm. For that and all, we are going to use a device called as Megger equipment. So now let us study how this Wheatstone bridge will work. First, let us understand about the Wheatstone bridge. Can you tell me on what principle Wheatstone bridge is going to work? On what principle Wheatstone bridge will work? ಏನು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಏನು Wheatstone bridge ಅಲ್ಲಿ? ಮರ್ತೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ಯಾ?
Ma'am, R1 by R2 is equal to R3 by F.
R1 by R2 is equal to R3 by
R4.
R4. Okay. So that is the condition for satisfying the balance thing. Okay. But on what principle? Balance is the ಯಾವಾಗ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ? I mean, ಹೇಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ bridge ಅಲ್ಲಿ? What is the devices you are going
No
to?
deflection.
Huh?
No deflection.
No deflection.
Ma'am, current through galvanometer is 0.
Yes, when the current to the galvanometer is 0. So here in this bridges, there will be 4 arms. Okay, and one galvanometer will be connected. So it works on the principle of null indication. Null indication means no indication, that is zero indication. When the galvanometer will show zero indication, when it satisfies the balance condition, that is, I'll show you the bridge diagram now. 1 second. So this Wheatstone bridge work on the principle of null indication. So here in this Wheatstone, we have 4 arms. Okay, here we are not going to consider as R1, R2, R3, R4. Yeah, the hago tagobodu, no issues. We'll consider the arm resistance. We are going to denote it by PQ and RS. Okay, the resistor which has to be measured is denoted by R. Okay, these are the other arm resistances which is denoted by P, Q and RS. Okay, for the bridge to be balanced, the current whatever is flowing through this galvanometer, it should be 0. Okay, only when the current flowing through the galvanometer is 0, the bridge is said to be balanced. So what happens if the current flowing through this galvanometer? So when it becomes 0, only when the potential difference between these 2 points, that is B and D, when the potential difference between these 2 points becomes 0, the current flowing through the galvanometer IG, we represent the current that is flowing through the galvanometer by the symbol IG. Okay, the current flowing in branch 1, that is across this P, is denoted by I1 and this is denoted by I2, and current through resistor S is denoted by I4, and resistor Q is denoted by I3. Okay, so we have certain conditions for the bridge to be balanced. So whenever the current flowing through the galvanometer is 0, that is the current that is flowing through the galvanometer will become 0 only when the potential difference between these 2 points, that is this part B and D, is 0. We say that the bridge is balanced, that is the current flowing, whatever current that is flowing through the galvanometer will become 0. So now let us assume that, so the bridge is balanced. So at the balance, the potential difference between this part A and B and A and D is same, right? When the current, when the potential difference between these two are 0, what happened? Whatever potential difference that is obtained across this part, that is between A and B, and A and D will become equal. Is it correct? This one I'm telling. Okay, I'm talking about this side. That is, we consider that the galvano bridge is at balanced position. That is, the potential difference between these 2 points is 0. That is, it is open circuit now. So when this condition is there, what happened? Whatever potential difference that is existing here will become equal to the potential difference that is between A and D, isn't it? So that is what we have written here. VAB is equal to VAD. That is whatever voltage drop is there here, that is equal to this one. Is it right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So at balance, we consider that VAB is equal to VAD. So we have represent VAB is nothing but what? The drop is denoted by VAB. So VAB is equal to I1 into P. Drop is what? I1 into P here. And VAD is the current flowing through the resistor R, I2 into R. So VAB is equal to VAD. So here VAB is given by I1 into P, whereas VAD is given by I2 into R. We keep that as equation 1. So for the galvanometer current to be 0, again, the certain conditions has to be met. What are those conditions? So what happens if the current flowing through this is becomes 0? What happened? I1 current, whatever is flowing here, that will become equal to I3. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ? Why?
Ma'am, they are in series, ma'am.
Yeah, they'll become in series. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 0 ಆಗೋದಾಗ they'll be connect, ಈ particular point 0 ಆಗೋದಾಗ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಈ ಎರಡು ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ it will be connected in series. So the whatever current that is flowing here will be equal to the same current that is flowing here. Same current will be flowing on both the sides. So we can consider I1 is equal to I3 and I2 is equal to I4 anta. So this I is represented by V by R anta barkondidivi. This is nothing but V by R form. Here V is nothing but, you can represent the voltage either by V or E. Okay, V and R. R means the resistor across these two, connected across these two. So the resistor is what? Resistor what is connected is P and Q. As they are in series, we are adding P plus Q. So this I1 is equal to I3. I1 is equal to, so at the balance condition, the current becomes equal. I1 current will be equal to I3. So I1 is given by what? E by voltage is same. Okay, V by R. ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ represent ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. V is nothing but E here. We are representing V by E. Okay, and the resistors are P and Q. So V by P plus Q ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. E by P plus Q ಅಂತ represent ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Similarly here, if you consider this part, lower part, voltage is E only, resistors are P plus Q. So I2 is equal to I4 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ part ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So I1 that is represented by E by R plus S. ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ equations? What we are doing here andre, we are finding the balance condition. We are deriving the expression for to say that when the bridge is balanced anta. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So keeping into consideration that the current, the bridge is balanced and there is no current flowing through the galvanometer. So, and assuming that the potential difference between B and D is zero. So as the B and D potential difference between these two is zero, we are assuming that the current whatever is flowing through the galvanometer is zero. So at that time, what happened? The current I1 will become equal to I3 and I2 will become equal to I4. Okay, so that I1 and I2 is given by nothing but V by R. I is equal to V by R alva. So adana illi represent ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ form. Okay, now substituting these values, equations, whatever we got here, 2 and 3 in equation 1. This is our equation 1. As the potential difference is 0 here, whatever drop is there across this A and B, that will become equal to A and D. So we have written this equation, that is I1 into P is equal to I2 into R. ಅದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ. ಈ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ I1 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮತ್ತೆ I2 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. I1 I2 ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ E by P plus Q and E by R plus S in equation 1. So after substituting, we get the equation in this form. So E gets cancelled here. So what remains here? P by P plus Q into R by R plus S ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. E cancel ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಎರಡು ಸೈಡು. Okay. Cross multiply these two. R into P plus Q and P into R plus S ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀರಾ. Cross multiply ಮಾಡಿ simplify ಮಾಡಿ finally we'll get P by Q is equal to R by S. ನೀವೇನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ R1 by R2 is equal to R3 by R4. Same thing here, it's nothing but P by Q is equal to R by S. Equation siktu namge. Balance condition, bridge balance agadike we have obtained the condition, that is P by Q is equal to R by S. We have obtained the equation here. To find, suppose if you want to find out the unknown resistance value using Wheatstone bridge, so unknown resistance is represented by R anta helide. Whatever resistance that has to be measured, that will be connected across this arm, that is between A and D connect ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, ಇದ್ರದೆಲ್ಲ values ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. The resistance whose value has to be determined, that will be connected across the arms, that is A and D. So that is represented by R. If you want to find out the value of R, it is given by the equation R is equal to S into P by Q. ಇದೇ equation ನ simplify ಮಾಡಿರೋದಷ್ಟೇ. Did you understand this derivation? Shall I repeat it?
Understood, ma'am.
Understood, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is what is the condition for the bridge to be balanced in case of Wheatstone bridge. Okay, and you can also find out the value of the unknown resistance using this equation, that is R is equal to S into P by Q. Okay, from the equation it is observed that 3 of the resistance are known and the 4th resistor may be easily found out using this equation 4, whatever is represented here. Okay, so this is ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಥಿಯರಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಆ ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನೀವು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಇವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಈ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಈ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ತರ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ತರ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ನಾಬ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 2 ಪೋರ್ಟ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಪ್ಲೈ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ನಾಬ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಚ್ ನಾಬ್ ವಿಲ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ಸ್. ಐ ಶೋ ಯು. ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ. ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ P by Q ರೇಷಿಯೋ. ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. 0.01, 0.1, 1, 10, 100 ಅಂತ 4 ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಕಣಪ್ಪ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ. ಸೊ P/Q ನೋನ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ನಾವೀಗ ಈ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅನ್ನೋನ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಓಕೆ, P/Q ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. P/Q ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಆಕ್ಚುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ ಈ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ actual diagram, like what are the things that is marked on the actual bridge anta. Okay, so P/Q na select ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ knob ಇರುತ್ತೆ. This circle what you are seeing is the knob. Okay, there will be different ranges. For whichever range you want you can put 0.01 ಆರು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, 0.01 ಆರು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, 1 ಈ ತರ ಯಾವ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಇಡ್ತೀರಾ that is your P/Q value. Okay, and here you can see different knobs here. These are all S ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ S value, standard resistance value. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ 4 ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ನಾಬ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಇಂಟು 1000 ಇಂಟು 100 ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಇದು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್. ಸೊ ಈಗ ನಾಬ್ ಇದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಸೆಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ದಿ S as 100 ohm 1000 ohms ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ 1 ಕಿಲೋ ಓಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಂಟು 1000 ಇಟ್ರೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸೆಟ್ ದ ನಾಬ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಟು 1 in this particular circle, it will be multiplied by 1000. So the value of S will be now 1000 ohms. In ಮಿಕ್ಕಿರೋದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ 0 ಇಡಬೇಕು ನೀವು. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು 0 ಇಟ್ರೆ you will get 1000 ohms. Suppose if you want to select the value of S as 1000, ಇವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಅನ್ನೋನ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದು R. ಈ R ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿರೋ 3 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಈ 3 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ನ ನಾವು ಈ ನಾಬ್ಸ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. P/Q ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. P/Q ಯಾವ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ರೇಷಿಯೋ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್. Here you can select the range of the S standard resistance. Suppose ನಿಮಗೆ 1100 ಬೇಕು ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ನಾಬ್ ನ 1 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡಿ. 1 into 1000 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, you'll get 1000 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇದನ್ನ 100 ಗೆ ಇಡಬೇಕು, 1 ಗೆ ಇಡಬೇಕು. ಈ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಈ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ನಾಬ್, ಇದನ್ನ 1 ಗೆ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದೆಲ್ಲ 0 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ S value will be 1000, because whatever knob settings you'll do here, that will be multiplied by 100 here. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರಿ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, CRO ದಲ್ಲಿ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ನಾಬ್ ನೀವು ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು you have to multiply it by the multiplying factor. Similarly here it will be mentioned in this way. Okay, so in this way you can measure. So next, whatever resistor value you have to measure, that resistance you have to connect it across these two terminals. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೇಂಜ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಯಾಲ್ವನೋಮೀಟರ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಗ್ಯಾಲ್ವನೋಮೀಟರ್ ನ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ವೇರಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ನಾಬ್ ಸೆಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್, P/Q ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್. ಎಸ್ ನ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಆನ್ ವೇರಿ. ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ವೇರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಎಸ್ ನ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಲ್ವನೋಮೀಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಗೆಟ್ 0. So that will say that the bridge is balanced, and you are going to, and the value, it will also show the value of the resistor. See, the procedure is given here. So unknown resistance is connected across terminals X1 and X2. Galvanometer and the battery terminals are connected. Okay, after the connection, switch on the battery, keep the ratio selector switch for any one of the position. Okay, then the standard resistance S will be keep on varying till the galvanometer reads 0 and the value of S is noted. Okay, the galvanometer deflection is observed by pressing both the buttons of the battery and the galvanometer simultaneously. The value of the unknown resistance is R is then calculated. S value na determine ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು bridge through. P/Q ratio na set ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವೇ ಓನ್ ಆಗಿ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಈ S value ಹೆಂಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ you have to keep on varying the knob until the galvanometer shows 0. So when the galvanometer shows 0, that is the value of the S. So knob setting ಯಾವ position ಗೆ ಬಂದು ನಿಂತಿರುತ್ತೆ, that will be your S. After knowing that S value, you can calculate the value of the unknown resistance. In this way, the procedure will be done using Wheatstone bridge. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? Sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is just the practical. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನೆಸೆಸಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸಿದಷ್ಟೇ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, under that Wheatstone bridge, you have to derive one more equation, that is sensitivity of the bridge. sensitivity analysis. What is this sensitivity analysis? Why we have to do this? ಏನು sensitivity analysis ಅಂದ್ರೆ? Read the first line. You have the answer there. So the sensitivity of the Wheatstone bridge, it is defined as what? Deflection of the galvanometer per unit fractional change in the value of unknown resistance. So why we are going to conduct the sensitivity analysis ಅಂದ್ರೆ, suppose ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಯಾವಾಗ galvanometer 0 ತೋರಿಸಿದಾಗ we say that the bridge is under balance condition. We have to check. So we can determine that by doing this sensitivity analysis. Sensitivity analysis ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, whatever small change in the reading, deflection, whatever the deflection changes, for even a small change in the value of the resistance, the galvanometer should not show 0. We are going to check the galvanometer also, whether the galvanometer is working properly or not ಅಂತ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇವನ್ ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ, 0 ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ ಗ್ಯಾಲ್ವನೋಮೀಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ 0.0112ಗೆ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ the value, resistor value ಗೆ galvanometer 0 ತೋರಿಸ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. So the value, we'll consider that this is the value of the resistance ಅಂತ. Suppose if I change the value of that resistor, 0.12 ಇರೋದನ್ನ 0.121, 0.01 ಅಷ್ಟು ನಾನು ವೇರಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, galvanometer should not show 0. Are you getting my point? Galvanometer small change ಏನೇ ಒಂದು ಆಯ್ತು ನಮ್ದು ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೂ, the galvanometer should sense that the galvanometer should not show 0. So we'll do the sensitivity analysis whether to check whether the galvanometer is working properly, and even for the small change in the resistance. So it is nothing but the ratio, it is nothing but it is defined as the deflection of the galvanometer per unit fractional change in the value of the unknown resistance. So the sensitivity of the Wheatstone bridge is defined as the deflection of the galvanometer per unit fractional change in the value of unknown resistance. So this is given by the equation SB. SB means sensitivity of the bridge. Okay, is equal to theta by delta R is termed as small change in the value of the resistance. So namge yavado one particular point ali will get 0 in the galvanometer. Suppose if I change the value of the resistance by a very small range, also the galvanometer should detect that. It should detect that the bridge is not balanced, because small change will also cause the unbalance in the bridge. That is what this sensitivity analysis, using this we can find out that whether the galvanometer is working properly. You can see here, see, sensitivity analysis is done in order to know that whether the galvanometer response in the Wheatstone bridge is appropriate when it is slightly unbalanced, and which is also helps in selecting the galvanometer for the particular bridge. That is, galvanometer sari illa andre we can change that. If you do the sensitivity analysis, you can determine that whether the galvanometer is working properly or not. And also it can be used, the sensitivity analysis is done usually to determine the minimum unbalance, that is a very small unbalance in the specified bridge arrangement for the given galvanometer. Okay. So today also I'll be continuing the class till 2 o'clock. Okay. As you don't have maths class, I'll extend this class for some time and I'll wind up. Okay. ಇದೊಂದು 2 ಬ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿಪ್ಪ ಇವತ್ತು. Is it okay for you people? ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ 2:30 ಹೆಂಗಿದ್ರು ಫ್ರೀ ತಾನೆ? ಎಸ್
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ 2:30 ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಯಾರ್ದು?
ADS ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ADS ಆಡ್ದು ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ
ಈಗ 2:30ಗೆ.
ಎಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಓಕೆ, shall I wind up at 2 and then 2 ಆದ್ರೆ ಓಕೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಎಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
Okay, fine. Okay, so now sensitivity analysis. Why we are going to do the sensitivity analysis? Another, we have mentioned some points here. So what it will do by doing the sensitivity analysis, we can see whether we can check whether the galvanometer is working properly or whether it is sensing correctly anta check ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. And also we can also determine a small change, that is whatever small change that has occurred in the value, that can be determined using this sensitivity analysis. And also to determine deflection expected for given unbalance, that is we can identify the deflection, that is if there is some unbalance, what happened, obviously the pointer will move that is small movement also can be detected. For that small change will show the unbalance. That is, if there is small movement also, the galvanometer will not show 0. So that small change can also be determined. So that small change is going to indicate the unbalance. That unbalance can be determined using this sensitivity analysis. So for that also we have a derivation. This is important. Okay, in Wheatstone bridge usually instead of asking the derivation for Wheatstone bridge, the sensitivity bridge derivation ಕೇಳಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬರೀ ಇರೋದೇ derivations and problems. This is the major chapter where you have lot of problems and derivations. ಈ chapter completely there is no theory or something. Only thing you have here is derivation for each bridge. AC bridges and DC bridges ಅಂತ ಎರಡು ಇದೆ. So we are now studying about DC bridges. Under DC bridge you have two bridges to study, that is Wheatstone bridge and Kelvin's double bridge you are going to study. Okay, then under AC bridges you are going to study about, that is to measure the AC parameters like inductance, capacitance, AC devices ಎಲ್ಲ measure ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ we have 4 bridges there: Shearing's bridge, Maxwell's inductance bridge, Anderson bridge, and Wayne's bridge to measure frequency. We're going to study about those. So totally you have around 6 to 7 derivations in this chapter. Along with that, problems will be asked in the exam, also in test. Okay, in very derivation ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ, ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಇರೋದೇ ಅಷ್ಟು. So under the Wheatstone bridge you have to study the derivation for this also. So how this equation theta by delta R is obtained. Theta represents the deflection, delta R is a small change in the resistance value. Sensitivity bridge is nothing but it is the ratio of deflection per unit change in the value of the resistance. Okay, so now let us obtain the equation for that. Sensitivity to unbalance, any unbalance may be computed by solving the bridge circuit. So we'll consider the circuit diagram of same as that of your Wheatstone bridge. Wheatstone bridge circuit ತಗೋತೀವಿ derive ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ. So here under that condition, as you know, it will be open circuited. So the bridge is balanced at what condition? When the potential difference between B and D is 0 and the current to the galvanometer is 0. So from the Wheatstone bridge derivation, we have obtained the balance condition for the bridge. So the bridge will be balanced when P by Q is equal to R by S. Or we can also say that P by P plus Q is equal to R by S. ಇದರಿಂದನೇ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು obtain ಆಗಿರೋದು. Both are same. ಇದು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆಯಾ ಈ ಶೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? Is it clearly visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, pa. So P by Q is equal to R by S and P by P plus Q is equal to R by R plus is the balance equation. Okay, that is obtained from Wheatstone bridge. ಇದನ್ನ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ equation ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು previously derive ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. So now let us consider delta R. Let the delta R be the small resistance that is included with R. So we for the value of R we got the bridge to be balanced. The bridge was balanced for whatever value we determine. Now let us assume that there is a small change in the resistance value, that is this R value ge ಇನ್ನೊಂದು small resistance add ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ. That small resistance is replaced by this symbol delta R. Delta R indicates the small resistance that is included with the resistance R, which is causing the bridge to be unbalanced. Okay, so now this R will become equal to what? R plus delta R. Whatever R was there here, this R will be now replaced by R plus delta R, because that is being included with small change in the resistance value. So now by changing the value of the resistance R, there is an unbalanced condition in the bridge, which causes an EMF to appear across the galvanometer. So what happens? It is now there as there is small change in the resistance value, the current won't be 0. There is a potential difference between B and D is not 0. There appears some EMF in the circuit. So as due to the EMF, what happens? The current will flow through the galvanometer. So that is what is mentioned here. So let the galvanometer be removed and the voltage across this terminals be represented by Thevenin's voltage. Have you studied about Thevenin's in network? You have networks, right, in this cell?
Yes, ma'am.
Thevenin's theorem ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then you know how to apply Thevenin's equation voltage. Okay, so now we are removing the galvanometer across whatever was connected, okay, across the terminals, and that is been represented by the Thevenin's voltage, that is VOC ಇಂದ represent ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, ಈ circuit ಅಲ್ಲಿ initially there was a galvanometer. Now we are removing this galvanometer and we are replacing it by the open circuit voltage that is represented as VOC. Okay, so that is given by what? E naught is given by, what is E naught? Not A, no. It is VAB minus VAD will give you the voltage. Sorry, VAD minus VAB will give you the Thevenin's voltage V naught. Oh, sorry, E naught. VAD andre ಏನು? ಇಲ್ಲಿ VAD andre ಏನು? It is I2 into R plus delta R. This R is now replaced by R plus delta here, delta R. So VAD is nothing but the drop, that is I2 into R plus delta R, whereas VAB is equal to I1 into P. So now we are replacing this VAD and VAB by the drops. ಇದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and as you know, in case of the Wheatstone bridge, we have derived already. We are told that as the drop is 0 there, what happens? The current I1 will be equal to I3 and I2 will be equal to I4, and that is given by E by P plus Q and R. Now we are going to replace by R plus delta R, so it will become R plus delta R plus S. So I1 I2 values na equation alli substitute ಮಾಡಿ. Also, for the balance condition, we know that P by P plus Q is equal to P by P plus Q is equal to R by R plus S. This is one of the conditions for the bridge to be balanced. Here we have derived already in the Wheatstone bridge. This one. One line skip ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ E cancel ಆದಾಗ P by P plus Q will be equal to R by R plus S. You know that, right? So that is what is written here. So here, now we have considered first Thevenin's voltage. Thevenin's voltage is given by E naught is equal to VAD minus VAB. VAD is nothing but the current that is flowing through that particular branch, that is I2 into the resistor. Resistor value is R plus delta R, and VAB is what? I1 into P. So we have considered I1 into P. We replace this by this equation, and after doing the simplification part, we get this one. After substituting the values of I2 and I1 in the equation, we obtain this equation here. Okay, also we know that P by P plus Q is equal to R by R plus S. So from that equation again here, you can replace this P by P plus Q. So here, this E naught is equal to, it will be what? ಇದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರೀರಿಟನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಅಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ rewriting this equation properly. Same thing has been repeated here. So illi P by P plus Q ಏನಿತ್ತಲ್ವಪ್ಪ, ಈ P by P plus Q na we have replaced by R plus S, if you can see here. E by P plus Q into P itto, ಈ P by P plus Q na we have replaced by R plus S in this equation. So the equation becomes like this. So after doing simplification, cross multiplication, LCM ಎಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಂಡು simplify ಮಾಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ you'll get this one. That is E naught is equal to E into S into delta R by R plus S whole square ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay. So as delta R is very small compared to R plus S, the value of the resistance R plus S, when we compare to this, the delta R, the small change that is occurring, which is causing the unbalance of the bridge, it is very small. So what we are going to do, deflection theta is equal to, so the deflection it is given by, ಇದು actually predetermined equation, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇದೇನು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಇದನ್ನ. Okay, directly the deflection theta, we consider that as theta is equal to SV, that is voltage sensitivity. SV represents voltage sensitivity into the open circuit voltage will give you the deflection theta. So now in this equation E naught value ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರಿತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಈ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ after doing further simplification we will obtain this equation ಈ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ we are replacing it E naught ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ES delta R by R plus S substitute ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ okay SV is equal to ಏನಂತ ಸಿಕ್ತು ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ theta is equal to SV into V naught. We got this equation. So now we know the definition of sensitivity of bridge. That is SB is equal to what? Small change in the deflection. Deflection per unit change in the value of the resistance is the definition of the sensitivity of the bridge. So according to the definition, with theta SB is given by theta by delta R by R. So replacing the value of theta whatever we obtained now ಈ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ theta ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಫೈನಲಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ SB is equal to this. ಈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಪ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅಬ್ರಿವೇಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ R plus S ಹೋಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಈ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಓಕೆ. So what we are going to do here andre we are going to divide both numerator and denominator by SR to do further simplification. So finally we obtained the expression for sensitivity of bridge as E into SV by R by S plus S by R plus 2. From the equation we can observe that maximum sensitivity occurs. So the bridge will show maximum sensitivity when R by S will be equal to 1. That is the ratio of R by S. If it is equal to 1, what happens? Maximum sensitivity will occur in the bridge. As the ratio becomes either large or small, the sensitivity will decrease. It should always be 1 to get appropriate sensitivity. So as the ratio keeps on changing, what happens? The sensitivity will decrease. That is the bridge, the sensitivity analysis cannot be done properly. So this is the derivation what you should know. I'll explain it again. Just look into this. First we have considered the Wheatstone bridge here. Excuse me. Wheatstone bridge. Okay, now what we have done, we have replaced this galvanometer by the Thevenin's voltage E naught. Okay. This Thevenin's voltage E naught is given by VAD minus VAB. Okay. For that we have replaced VAB is nothing but I1 into P. And VAD is nothing but I2 into R plus delta R. So we have written this equation E naught here first. E naught is equal to VAD minus VAB according to the Thevenin's equation. Okay, in that place we started replacing the values for VAD and VAB. We just started replacing, and from the balance equation whatever we have derived earlier in the Wheatstone bridge, using those equations we have substituted. We have simplified these conditions. ಇದು completely ಏನಂದ್ರೆ simplification. You should understand how we have obtained. So E naught value ಕಂಡುಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ equation simplifications ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು. E naught ಗೆ ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. Okay. Now deflection theta ಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ. ಈ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ we want to substitute. That is what we are doing here. So theta is given by voltage sensitivity into the open circuit voltage E naught. Okay, so sensitivity of the bridge ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ problem ಅಲ್ಲಿ you should determine E naught. E naught is obtained by using this equation. Okay, replace this E naught by the equations, do the simplification part. So you will get the value for theta here. So replacing the value of theta in this sensitivity bridge equation definition, you will obtain this equation. Finally, after doing all these substitutions, you will obtain the equation for sensitivity bridge as E into SV, S, that is S suffix V, okay, it's not S multiplied by V, SV and the sensitivity, voltage sensitivity and the R by S and plus S by R plus 2 the equation barutte. So in order to get a better sensitivity analysis, that is to do the better sensitivity analysis, always it is better to keep the ratio of this R by S always as 1. If it is too small or too large also, the sensitivity of the bridge will not be done properly. That's what we have to study. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ಇದು? Can I take the attendance? If
Yes,
you
ma'am.
Okay. Just a minute.